It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seahawks and the Giants. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. Running gun alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. And CD, in the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field the defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game, and if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
To the air right away is Brady. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. First carry for James Conner. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now Brady. Finds his running back, James Conner. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Conner up the middle. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Conner. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away.
Touchdown! Darius Slayton, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. James Conner, 38 yards. And the Giants are looking good here in the season openers. They're able to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away from the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would be guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
"51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
84 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Our score after one.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, a run with Conner. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run behind center with Conner. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Conner. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it is 28-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force it in.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Brady. And that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A give running right is counter. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the foot